Well, the camera's really unhappy with me. Let's see if I can't get it to focus. Why, hello everybody, and today is Tuesday, June 25th, and we are just south of downtown Grand Rapids on Division Street. We're currently walking to the north. Just passing the Harris building. One of the medevac helicopters from the Medical Mile. We're walking now to the west. Temperature today is sitting right around 80 Fahrenheit, right around 80% humidity. But luckily, we have a little wind. It's about 15 miles an hour, blowing from the northwest with gusts of about 25. So it's helping keeping it chill enough to walk around outside. Lounge, one of the longtime staples of the area. Excellent vegetarian hamburger there, and fairly well priced PBR if you're into that sort of thing. This building on this side of the street, this is all new, or new rehab within the last couple of years. Two Beards, kind of a salad, soup, and sandwich place. I have not tried them yet, but I've heard good things from other people. Of course, I don't come downtown nearly as much. I'm not stuck down here during work to have to eat lunch down here. I was always more of a sack lunch kind of person anyways. I'm going to look to the east over at Division. As we continue back to the north again. We might end up walking over to the river and then coming back this way, because Beacon Corner Bar is just over here. One of my favorite spots. I gotta turn my little electric fan on. Help myself cool off. I'm not sure if you guys can hear that or not. A little fan on my backpack. And here's a Beacon Corner Bar. We may come back this way to stop in at Beacon. I have to turn my fan off again. The breeze picked up. Sorry for the bumpy ride. This type of camera, I really need to have both hands on. In order for it to be truly stable. And of course, if I grab it by the upright, you guys get a very bouncy ride, because then you're not actually on the gimbal, you're just in my hand. So we'll walk to the west here, over to the Grand River. Former home of Grand Rapids Brewing here on Ionia. They have gone out of business, unfortunately. Then we'll pass a Van Andel Arena here as well. This is a concert venue along with being a sport event venue. They do hockey games here. This is where they do the Monster Truck Jam, although it's a very small space for the Monster Truck Jam. Speaking of event venues, the Bob just across the way here, on the other side of Fulton. Another large event venue, along with GLC Live, formerly 20 Monroe. And we'll flip you guys back around so you can get a look from this side at the arena. A large energy or steam energy plant here as well. Turn my fan up again. Oh, when the breeze doesn't get to me, it gets bad. Very cool. Is that a Isuzu? No, that's a Toyota. That's a cute little Toyota truck. Nice. Love those little older pickups. I was just having that discussion with a friend earlier. We'll cross down here at the crosswalk to go over to the river. Oh, this is gonna have to be a shorter one, guys. Oh, I don't know how Henry does it when it's this hot for 4 hours. brief look at some very good mural work back this way as well. Unfortunately, we have to cross here. We're going to cross the blue pedestrian bridge and head to the west side of the Grand River.
That's confusing. They all confuse the shit. Oh! You gotta feel it.
I'm gonna get a hold of this little crowd here. Woo, you can see the humidity out here over the Grand River. And we did get good rain yesterday, but we did not get a ton. And we could use some more. That's for sure. I just crossed on the on the west bank of the river here. That would be the Grand Rapids Public Museum, home of the Spillman Carousel, which was recently restored. I'm gonna turn my fan off. It's just fighting with the wind. And to the south, that would be downriver on the Grand River. And just past the bridge, you're seeing the north-south freeway, where it passes through the S-curve, is how it's locally known. I'll turn the fan back on again. Massimil's here. What remains of a world of winter art install. So what we'll do is we'll walk around the museum, because the Riverwalk is currently closed. And then we'll probably cross on the Gillette Bridge back to the east side of the river. The GVSU Ebbard Center here. Ooh, and a bunch of geese. And the GVSU campus does extend further towards the west here, but we're going to turn and we're going to start walking north. I can hear the red-winged blackbirds over in the trees there. Oh, and the sun's gonna come out, which I'm against. It is plenty hot enough without that sun being out. Huh. All right. Oh, we're definitely going to need to stop at Beacon. In fact, I might not even go all the way to the Gillette Bridge. It is oppressive. If I was to guess, I'd think the humidity had gone up to 100% or so. This wind is blowing on me, and it is not drying me off. Look at the tall clouds over here. I don't think they're going to give us rain, though. The airport, which is southeast of us, and then downtown, which is kind of to the north of the greater Grand Rapids area, really is kind of a heat island, and worse yet, a valley. And that rising heat coming up out of the valley tends to dissipate the fronts coming in and kind of push them north and south. Not always, but sometimes. We're going to cross the Grand River again here. There's one of the dash buses. Now, as long as they don't change the laws on that, that is a free bus system. They did try that once, making it a pay system. But it basically runs between the commuter lots. So it's very handy, because downtown is kind of a parking nightmare. Have a look again to the north. We're seeing the Gillette Bridge, followed by the Michigan Bridge, followed by the freeway. This is the back of the Amway Grand, and that music is so loud, I'm gonna have to keep talking, I'm guessing, while it's in reach, because I can make out what song that is, which is no good for a copyright match. So I am just gonna have to marathon talk right through this, because otherwise I'm gonna end up having to cut this all up. Hopefully this car traffic helps in the wind, but it's just so much work to remove a copyrighted song. It leaves a big burn scar right through the video. Let's get a look here at the Amway. Oh, I'm all the way out. Okay. Started to get addicted to auto ISO because it's so fast at reacting, unlike me. Plus I'm trying some fancy spin maneuvers. And also practicing when there's no wind. I'm gonna be able to freehand the camera for just a second. I can like knock stuff out of my hair or something. We're coming up on the intersection of Monroe Center, or Breonna Taylor Way. Which is, of course, the location of Rosa Parks Circle. And that mirror building, I can Never remember the name of the PNC building. No, I don't think that's what it's. It's the Mirror building. Come on. We all know that. And of course, McKay Tower here. Previously the tallest building between Chicago and Detroit in 1983. Intersection here also has Pearl Street as well. I'm going to pause you guys while I cross. We'll see if I can manage to leave the audio intact, but my guess is probably not. So we're going to keep walking towards the Grand Rapids Art Museum here. And we'll eventually turn and walk south. Somebody must have booked that to do that kind of event down there. You can rent out the space down at Rosa Park. You just usually have to do it enough in advance. Madcap Coffee Company here next to local Mocha. I like Madcap's building and I prefer local Mocha's coffee. We're going to walk past some of these restaurant patios on our way over to Beacon Corner Bar. The Grand Rapids African American Museum and Archives here, located on Monroe Center, Breonna Taylor Way. Just up from that Rosa Parks Circle. There's plenty of places to note along here, but it is very hot. And I just want to get to my destination now. There usually are street performers along here. This would be the stretch for it. Usually between Division and Monroe back there, which was the large intersection by Rosa Parks Circle. Brick and Porter here as well. One of the many restaurants I've never tried. There are just too many. I never even got a chance to try Marie Catreeb's over in Easttown before they closed. Of course, they have Monroe, or excuse me, they have Division all tore up here. But this will probably be where we end off the video. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video walking through downtown Grand Rapids. If you did, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more like it, please subscribe. And we'll see you in the next one.